Well, hello everybody. Welcome. My name is Stephen, the Jupiterian here, or just Stephen. Steve is fine too. And I'm here to talk to you about what's going on this week, June 29th to July the 6th. We may touch upon the 7th as well. But let's pull up the current time clock with the planets in the sky at this moment. It is 2 p.m. here on the West Coast, 5 p.m. on the East Coast, and early morning Monday. I believe it's Monday, I think. Well, we'll look at that afterwards, but I'm shuffling some cards, going to put those down here. The light seers deck. Going to put them right over there. Is there for later. And right now, we have Mars at 11 degrees. Oh, hey, it's opposing my sun. Mars is opposing my natal sun at 11 degrees of Pisces. Hey, how about that? Yay. Um, and the moon is making a square to Mars, and my sun in Pisces. Hey, how about that? Yay. We'll see how this goes. Uh, but Jupiter is making a trine to my natal Jupiter. Yay. Yay me. Mercury is also at 11. We have a lot of 11 degrees to right now. Wow. How about that? Oh, that's on July 7th. Never mind. That's on July 7th. Let's go to the current time. Thank you. It is almost 2 o'clock. 1:50. The moon is in Virgo right now at 4 degrees. Okay. Nothing is at 11 degrees yet, except for we don't need this part of fortune right here. We have Venus coming very close to Algol, conjunct actually to Algol, the fixed star Algol. Uranus at 29 degrees, still moving slowly until July 7th. And Saturn and Neptune are still a degree apart from each other. So the moon will be moving into Virgo. And moon is in Virgo right now. It moved into Virgo today. And we'll go ahead into days. Move this to the 30th, the last day of June, where the moon will be in Virgo still. The moon will conjunct Mars before then. Yes, on the 29th. And then the moon comes closer to the south node, releasing emotional baggage, probably letting go of things that no longer emotionally drain you, letting go of all things that emotionally drain you. It would be a great time to use this energy tomorrow. Here's the asteroid Echeclus, or I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's an asteroid which is really close to Mercury. And Mercury will be coming close to Pandora, the asteroid Pandora, where all the evils of the world were released by Pandora herself and leaving only hope in the box. Uh, Later this in July, when Mercury comes closer to Pandora, we will see many things occur, possibly. It's a possibility. Um, Things could happen then. Venus is at 25 degrees of Taurus. As I said before, it's getting close to Algol, the fixed star Algol, which could bring money, wealth and prosperity. It's also the Medusa's head. If you have this on a major aspect, like the midheaven, the ascendant, the descendant, or the IC down here, those are those areas will be felt very strongly if they're in a cadent or a because those are angular houses. The first, the fourth, the seventh, and the 10th are angular. Cadent houses are the third, the sixth and ninth, and the 12th are cadent houses. Then succedent houses, second, fifth, uh, ninth, and 11th. Right. The eighth is a cadent house. So there you have it. Those are, and actually, to figure out more about that, you can learn that through with astrology classes that I'm teaching. Uh, Most likely in October. Yes, late October, I'll start teaching astrology classes. I have many things going on. Other projects are going on for me right now. Um, so if you'd like to, if you're interested in learning astrology with me, um, starting late October. All right, so let's move on to the start of the brand new month of January, where the moon later in the afternoon or day, the moon will be moving into Libra. The moon is at 29 degrees on almost 12 o'clock. Almost 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock on the west coast, so this will be 5 o'clock. So later tonight on the east coast, or the next morning if overseas, the moon will be in Libra on the first or the second. The Venus is really close, much closer to Algol now. By this time on July 1st, July the 2nd, the moon is in Libra. And Venus will be conjunct Uranus. Let's move this in hours. When Venus moves into 29 degrees of Taurus, soon. On July 3rd. Yes. Venus. Let's move this to closer when it's at least 29 degrees and 50 minutes. Venus. It's at 29 degrees, so it's close. It's getting closer. Here we are. July 4th. Venus and Uranus are actually conjunct each other on July 4th. This could be an interesting day because actually, in the moon will be in Scorpio at this time as well. And then Venus will move into Gemini later on in July 4th. There we are, July 4th. Later at night, or around 11 p.m. on the East Coast, or early morning on overseas. July 4th, also, the sun makes a trine to my natal sun at 11 degrees. Hey, yay. And the moon conjuncts my natal Jupiter at, well, it's close by, within 3 degrees, or at least 2.5 degrees away from my natal Jupiter. I'm in a Jupiter trine, and the moon is trine my Jupiter, and the sun is trine to the sun, my natal sun in Pisces. Hey, so I'm gonna have a grand trine here between the sun and Jupiter, or Jupiter and Jupiter, the sun and the sun, and the sun and Jupiter. Wow, that's pretty neat. I like that. Very good. And then let's move this into another day. So on July 5th, the moon is still in Scorpio. So it's intense emotion. It's an intense emotional day until later on in the day when the moon, let's move this into hours. When does the moon move into Sagittarius? On the later on the 5th? No. On the 6th. of July. Sunday, the 6th of July. Yes. The moon will be moving into Sagittarius. Yes, here. At 3 p.m. on the West Coast. I will be in Denver, so at this time on the 4th, the 5th, the 6th. So, yes. Um, let's edit this and put this to Denver, Colorado. And Scorpio will be there on the rise. Well, the moon will be very intense. It'll be a very intense day. Afternoon with the moon, and let's move this into minutes at 29 degrees. Wow. There you go. At around 4:07, 6, 4:06, 4:07. Yeah. The moon enters Sagittarius in the afternoon in Denver, Colorado. The sun is at 15 degrees on the 6th of July. Neptune is retrograde on this day as well. Let's see. It's also on the 5th. Neptune moves retrograde on the 4th of July as well. How about that? Neptune is the only planet that's moving retrograde other than these. This is Black Moon Lilith. This is asteroid Hestia. And this is the asteroid Juno, all in Scorpio. Wow. So this is the North Node. So the only planet retrograde, the only planet that is retrograde is Neptune, starting on the 4th of July. So maybe more illusions, delusion, cloudiness may be starting to come across now on the 4th. And then we'll move this into, yeah, so then the 5th, Saturday the 5th, and then to next Sunday, the 6th of July, the moon will be in Sagittarius, making an opposition to Venus, starting to make an opposition to Venus. So our emotions and our our desires and love language. Venus, money, it could be also money. Emotions and money are in a tug of war or in a competition with each other. um, one of these will overcome the other. Venus in Gemini. Well, let's see. Venus in Gemini. Does Venus have any problems in Gemini. Actually, there is no essential dignity for Venus, and the moon is also in Sagittarius. Uh, well, the moon will be talking to getting orders from Jupiter, which is in Scorpio in Cancer, and Venus will have to listen to Mercury in Leo, which are both, well, Jupiter is exalted. So I would say the moon probably will win out because Jupiter is the ruler of this moon in Sagittarius, and Mercury is not well. Uh, well, let's see. He's at 10 degrees. Um, doesn't have any dignity and essential dignity either. So, but actually, since the moon is ruled by Jupiter in Cancer, and Jupiter in Cancer is in his exaltation, I would say the moon probably wins over in this compromise that the moon will take over on Sunday and then Monday as well. On July the 7th, when we have an energy shift. Uranus enters Gemini on Monday, July 7th. I've been talking about this in previous videos where we'll have a shakeup in whatever house this is for you. If you are Scorpio rising like this one, it's in your 8th house. So it's in aversion to you because you cannot see planets that are in the 12th, the 2nd, the 8th, or the 6th house because it's almost like you have blinders on, you know? Because actually, here you are, 1st house. You can't see to the left or the right of you, or the left or the right of you, or this side to or this side of you, and you can see across from you, but you can't see your 8th and 6th houses as well if you're a Scorpio rising. But Mars is your ruling planet, and that is in Virgo in your 11th house of friends. So at this time, if you're in Denver, Colorado, Scorpio will be on the rise. Let's change the view to open and oh wait, no, edit. Let's edit this chart. Let's put this in New Zealand. Why the heck not? Just for so Capricorn will be on the rise. And Uranus is still at 29 degrees 59 minutes at 4 p.m. Let's move this into in an hour. Or two. Or three. Until Uranus. There you go. It'll be at 8 p.m. ish. Around 8 p.m. 8:06 in New Zealand at night on the 7th. So Uranus moves into Gemini on the 7th, depending on where you are, no matter where you are. It'll happen late at night in New Zealand. It'll happen early in the morning on the west coast of California, or even Vancouver, Canada, because that's the same time zone, to Los Angeles as well, California. So that's what I have for you this week. The planetary line movements of the moon, this and Uranus is going to be making a big change for us all. July 7th. First time in 84 years. That Uranus was in Gemini. All right. So yes, I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. So that's that's this section of this reading. And I'm going to see, since I've shuffled this, let's shuffle these again. And one more shuffle. Uh, what do we have for this week? June 29th to July the 6th or 7th. Yes, I know. Actually, I have, wow. I'm like so excited to have some subscribers from New Zealand, and 185 of you have subscribed to my channel so far and counting. Wow. Thank you so much for your support and posting comments. I love them. So, okay, here's our first Queen of Swords. The second, oh, the Nine of Swords. So actually, there might be a lot of communications and maybe some worry about this. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Well, hey, actually, our mature Charlie Brown card. Yay! And I'm going to change the view of that so you can see the cards. Here you go. We have the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So yeah, lots of mature communication, maybe a little bit of worry with this Nine of Swords, maybe having nightmares or something like that, or negative thoughts. But we have the King of Pentacles here. Practicality. Use your discernment and uh, be more practical with your thoughts and actions, and more direct and precise. The King of Pentacles. Yep. There's our mature Charlie Brown with his dog Snoopy. Yep. And yeah, actually, this is in the, this is yeah. And this is the future, the not so far future, where you become more practical, more uh, mature with your money and your possessions, and tangible things will come to you at this time. So that's what I have for you for this week. Yes, the Uranus at 29 degrees of Taurus, probably bringing a bit of worry and what's coming in the future. It's going to be good. Just look to the earth energy and be grounded in earth energy at the moment. So that's what I have for you, everybody. Thank you for watching. And if you're new here, subscribe. Number one, hit that thumbs up button to be notified when, and hit the notification bell to get notified when new content I is comes up. And post a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'm Stephen the Jupiterian here, signing off, and enjoy this very electric week ahead. Okay, thanks everybody.